Yo, it's Underground Rap News. Today we're gonna be here with an interview with Kiddsmokey. So
Going
we're just gonna
on.
jump right into it. First question I have for you is how did you come up with your artist name?
Okay, so it actually I started this stuff like back in 2022. So one of my buddies that I used to hang out with, we're not cool anymore, but um he used to call me kid all the time, so I was like, hey, kid, and then my one of my boys, Miguel, longtime buddy, he actually called me Smokey. So I thought I was like, you know what? I'm like Kid Smokey. It kind of sounded cool, so I kind of went with the Kid Smokey. Originally, actually, I was Johnny Temp, which was given by my grandfather, but me wanting to be a serious artist, I didn't think that was going to be a serious enough name.
Mhm.
So I picked Kid Smokey, just because if it rung a bell so much in my head, it was like, yo, this is gonna be a name that's known, and I'm here now. So,
All right. So what city did you grow up in?
I'm born and raised Rochester, New York, upstate New York. If nobody knows where that is very close to Buffalo. And yeah,
All right. So how old are you right now?
25, going on 26 at the end of the year.
All right. So how would you describe your childhood and how did that lead up to you becoming a musician?
Um, I'm not even gonna lie. I'm not gonna sugarcoat nothing when I say this. I had a great childhood coming up. Um, I didn't have a father in my life that well or that much, so like I kind of was like raised by my mother. She did a fantastic job raising me, showing me how to be a man, all that. Even though sometimes I had to learn how to be a man myself, like some people in this world could relate. Teaching yourself how to shave, how to like do all the other crazy stuff. I had to learn on myself, but was raised really well. And how you said how I became like into music, right?
Yeah, what would you say made you decide to become a musician and what led up to you actually making your first song?
So to answer, so that's a part two question. What made me become an artist actually, I used to go to a lot of local concerts, like rock, metal, rap concerts and stuff like that for local artists. And I just looked on stage and saw him on stage, and I was like, this is what I want to do. Like, I love music. I used to be in band in high school, so I just love it. I play instruments myself, so I took like that inspiration from writing guitar and stuff. And actually, back in the day, I used to be in metal bands back in the day, lead vocalist of them, the lead screamer, lead singer, stuff like that. So I took that inspiration that didn't work out and I tried rap music and I'm here now.
All right, so who would you say are your biggest inspirations?
See, this is a funny topic or a very interesting topic because it changes so much. It switches so much that I can't stick to one. But my number one is always going to be Eminem. Always. I've been an M fan since I was way little. Like, you know, he was actually the first rapper I ever listened to, and I started like when I watched 8 Mile, kind of like gave me that like, yo, this dude's fucking cool. He's awesome. So I chose Eminem as one of my inspirations. But if I was gonna go outside of Eminem, it sounds very weird, but I don't know if anybody really listens to metal that is gonna be watching this. But there's actually a band that I listen to called Attila, and the lead singer, Chris Franzak, actually raps too. And he raps in that metal band, like, rap, metal, screaming, stuff like that, and that kind of like inspired me as well. And outside of that, like you got, for my sound at least, you got Crispy Life Kid, you got fucking RMC Mike, YNJ, stuff like that, just the Michigan style of rap basically made me want to and inspired me to make music.
All right, so what's the story behind the first song you ever dropped?
Um, so like I said previously, I was named Johnny Temp before this. I released my first song back in like I think 2020, 2019, something like that. And this is before I even started going on all platforms. The story behind that was I used to love Suicide Boys growing up. And my one boy, me and him would just sit in the room and rap and freestyle and just have fun. And then one day he's like, bro, he's like, you're pretty good at this, man. You should start recording and start making music. So I made my first song called Ain't Worried. It's actually still out right now on soundclick.com. Very terrible. It sucks. I'm not gonna lie. The quality's booty. The engineering is doo doo. It was before I knew how to mix and master and do all the other engineering stuff. But one day I just got a mic. It was a USB mic, very crappy USB mic with a crappy laptop. And I was like, I wrote some lyrics down because, I always like to write. And that's basically how it happened. I recorded it and it started from there.
All right. The next question I have for you is from the time you dropped that first song up until now, what are some of the biggest challenges you faced in your career and how did you overcome them?
Biggest challenges I've had in my career is people talking about my flow delivery and energy. That's
Hmm.
actually a big thing I've seen when I started putting posts on your Instagram. I've noticed people said, yo, you need your energy up. So I worked on that. And then people were like, you're a little off beat. So I kind of studied the beat more and I worked on my flow a little bit. And then, they're like, you got to work on your like cadence and how you say things. So I was like, all right, you know, I'm from New York, we all have different accents and way of speaking. So I kind of try to do it as a more natural voice than to force something that's not there. So, that was the biggest thing I was accomplishing or dealing with is, having people say I was offbeat and or, you need to work on your flow or your energy.
Hmm. All right. My next question is what's been your number one favorite moment of your career so far?
Favorite moment of my career, honestly, I'm not even gonna lie, is probably working with Bag Life T from Michigan, from
Hmm.
Flint. He actually DM'd me recently and we dropped a song on all platforms called Spicy Talk. Um and he hit me up one day. He's like, "Yo, I got, this charge for the future." And I was like, "Sure, man." And that was like the biggest highlight of my career. Besides that, you know, this wasn't when I was making music, but I've been on stage before for the first time ever. A band actually brought me on stage that I was good friends with, and that was another highlight of like the career motivation and stuff like that.
All right, sure. So I'm sure the fans are wondering, what are you working on right now? And do you have any new music in the works?
Um, so I got two more songs right now I'm working on with Bag Life T actually. He sent over the features. I did the payments, whatever I had to do, took that care of that. So I got two songs coming out soon with Bag Life T. I'm working soon with a local artist called Solo War 247. Check him out. He's actually really good. He's one of my close buddies. I have a song with him that I'm working on. And I have a little EP that I'm working on right now. I actually just got a bunch of beats created, um, like of the span of the month. So, I got a whole EP coming out very soon that I'm very happy and excited to see what the fans think.
Hmm. All right. So what's your plan on how you're going to continue blowing up and keep growing as an artist?
Promotion, major promotion, man. That's one of the biggest keys to this success in music is promotion. You gotta post your songs daily. You have to post your links daily. You have to reach out to anybody you can. So that's really that's the way I'm gonna start going with it. I'm gonna start posting every single day. I'm gonna start posting a song like once or twice a month. I'm gonna really try to get myself out there more using promo pages and stuff like that. That's the biggest thing. Some of them are free, some of them are not. But as long as I can afford it, I should say, then that's the route I'm going is promotion, promotion, promotion.
Yeah, for sure. So my next question for you is, what are some goals that you'd like to accomplish by the end of this year?
Perform 100%. I'm actually planning on performing this spring/summer when the weather clears up out here because New York,
Mhm.
snowy, cold. Who wants to go out in the winter? Nobody. Yeah, perform. Um, I'm actually planning to go to Michigan this summer, so I'm trying to get in the studio with some of the Michigan rappers out there that does the same genre as me. That's another goal. And probably drop like 2 to 3 albums again like I did last year.
All right. So What next question is, would you ever sign to a label? And if you did, what would that ideal contract need to look like?
Honestly, I'm not even gonna lie to you. I probably wouldn't sign to a label. I feel like I would be like how Lil Baby and Polo and all them are. I'd probably start my own label,
Hmm.
honestly, because I don't want to be under that type of contract that they control everything that you do. If I do sign to a label, I want like to be able to control what I want to do, have my own personal freedom and be able to do what I want when I want, basically. I know there's some people out there that will sign you and be like, the only thing we're going to do is help promote and distribute your music. But other than that, you're free to do whatever through your manager and stuff. So,
Hmm.
but mainly I'll probably honestly just start my own label or just stay independent.
All right. So, who are the top three artists you want to collab with someday in your career?
I knew you were gonna ask this question. I knew you're gonna do. It's so tough, man. I'm gonna basically go on like a more humble state of it instead of there's people that would say like Lil Baby or Polo G or Eminem. I'm gonna go more of like an underground state.
Hmm.
Um, there's a he's actually on the underground page. I've been talking to working with him actually, which is pretty cool. Young Ness,
Oh
he's
yeah.
fire. Like I heard his music. I like his style. I've been in his DMs ever so often trying to work with him, but he's busy. I'm busy, so it's a little hard. But he's one of them from underground. Crispy Life Kid. I love his music. And I would love to work with him eventually. If whatever the price is, even if he doesn't charge, whatever, don't matter. He's one. And if I were to do a big artist, probably freaking what's his Kid Leroy, probably work with him and Y&J, most likely, definitely Y&J. I love his music too, and he's funny as hell.
Yeah. All right, that's a valid list. So, who's your favorite artist that you've collabed with so far,
Favorite, honestly, I can name more than one.
if you want to? Yeah.
So favorite artist I collab with so far, my man's Lugwap. He's really good. If nobody's heard of him, check him out. My man's La Sins, YBD La Sins. He actually is one of my favorite. And then my boy Solo and my boy Nakai. Those are my favorite. Like my boy Nakai, I actually like grew up with him, know him personally and everything. And he's by far like my favorite person besides the other three.
Hmm. So, out of all the songs in your discography, what's your favorite song you've made so far?
I knew you're gonna again. I knew you're gonna ask. I've been watching the videos, man. I've been kind of studying. Favorite song I've ever created, honestly, would be Freestyle. If not Freestyle, it would be Shitty Mouth.
Hmm.
I like those two songs. I don't know. Those are just my more energetic songs, the more lyrical songs, the more just like get the fuck up and start getting crazy kind of songs. You know what I mean?
Yeah. All right. So, the next question I have for you is, what are some of your goals in life after you blow up, after you take over the whole rap industry, after you're making millions of dollars, selling out stadiums, you've already accomplished everything you want to accomplish. Where do you see yourself in the rest of your life throughout your 30s and 40s and after that?
30s, 40s. Not a lot of people in underground notice I have kids.
Hmm.
I actually have a 4-year-old son. So the plan is, I blow up. I'm planning on, trying to get him in the best schools, the best colleges, get him the best education he possibly can. I definitely, when I get that first rapper check, when I get that big, 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 big check,
Hmm.
buy my mom a house, buy my mom a car, um, and then whatever to invest it into bigger and better things. Like I said, build a record label, I want to actually own my own studio one day.
Hmm.
Sign my own artists. I actually haven't even spoke about this, but I used to, for a local underground label, I used to be an A&R scout. So I want to like possibly even take that into a career, become like an A&R, geez, A&R scout, just because I enjoyed it. I had my own office and everything. It was really fun. So that's basically what I would do in the future.
So, what would you say is the biggest thing that makes you different from other artists?
Just me being myself, there's a lot of people out there that are trying to be an artist that
Hmm.
is already relevant or popular. I've noticed that very, very much in the underground industry. It's just I'm different. I got my own style. I have my own flow. My own cadence. I present myself very well. So that's probably what I would say on that.
All right. So, do you have any other hobbies outside of music?
This is what I was actually excited to talk about. I was actually very excited to talk about this. So besides video gaming and watching anime, like some other people I've seen on these videos, I love wrestling, man. I actually wrestle myself. I've been doing backyard wrestling for a YouTube channel for 7 years now.
How
But
do
everybody
you
that's
wrestle yourself? How does that work?
no, I mean like I have like
Oh, I
people with
misunderstood what you were saying.
no, yeah, yeah, no. I've been wrestling.
I was
I've
trying
been
to picture that.
no, man, doing I just grab yourself and put yourself in a headlock. But no, I've been wrestling with 10, 15 people for 7 years now. One
Hmm.
of my little brothers, a couple of my other boys that are around the neighborhood and stuff. We've been doing it for 7 years, and now we're planning on taking it to the actual professionals, and doing it in the ring. So besides music, that's like my favorite thing to do is wrestling. And anybody
Hmm.
that's close to me would know that I love WWE, I love TNA, anything wrestling is like my favorite thing in the world. Watching freaking people go through flaming tables and off ladders and through cages. It's just, I don't know. It's just the love of it, man. And I could go on for hours about how much I love it, but obviously I'm not gonna take up all the time. But that's my main thing besides making music and also streaming. Streaming on Twitch is one of my favorite things, man. I love doing that, entertaining my Twitch followers, playing video games online. It just brings out so much more fun into the video game when you're actually doing it to entertain other people,
Hmm.
So
All right. So, what's your average daily routine look like right now?
you're just talking about like in general.
Yeah, just average day. What's it look like for you?
So yeah, wake up in the morning, obviously let my dog out, do the normal brush teeth, shower, shave, whatever you got to do, of course, like the normal human routine. Before I go to work, I always get on my computer for like at least a half hour to an hour, do any type of research I need to do. I finish up songs. I'll even start a song. I'm in the process of actually learning how to make beats, so I'll do a little bit of that. Go to work and then come home and then just do it the same thing every day.
Hmm. What do you do for work?
So I work at a auto parts store right now, but
Hmm.
I'm actually looking for a new job that's gonna be a little bit more hands-on right now. But I work at auto parts store.
All right. So, my next question for you is, what's your number one biggest red flag in a girl?
Boy, best friends. I don't care what anybody says, man. Like
Nah, I agree.
a lot of people disagree with that, but like I've had a couple girls in my life, that I've dated, and they've all had boy best friends. And then when we break up, they end up like with them somehow. It's
Yeah.
just it's a huge red flag, and I just don't. I like if I date a girl and I tell her she can't have a boy best friend, and she says, "Oh, you can't have girl best friends," then that's perfectly fine, But that's the biggest red flag right there.
Yeah, for sure. So, what's the biggest green flag in a girl for you?
Support. If she supports you through everything thick and thin, she's the one, man. If she supports you, makes you happy, makes you smile, and she's got good energy towards your relationship and she's loyal, then she's the one for you.
For sure. All right. And what are some of your favorite video games? Because I know you said you like to stream.
The one game I've been into, it's a World War II shooter, realistic. It's called Hell Let Loose. It's brand
Hmm.
new on the Xbox. Been a PC game for a while, but that's one of my favorite games to stream. I also like DayZ. It's a zombie apocalypse survival game. Really fun. If you never tried it out, anybody that likes zombie games, it's the closest thing to The Walking Dead to a video game, basically. Call of Duty. I don't really play it anymore since I started playing Hell Let Loose.
Hmm.
And like I play Brawl Hall like crazy, man. I'd be making kids cry in that game.
All right. So, do you like any sports other than wrestling?
Football, big
Hmm.
football fan. I don't know if you really could see it in the camera, but I have this necklace on my neck right here. My mom got me. You probably can't see it that
Yeah, I
well.
can't see it.
Oh, it was New England Patriots. That's my team, man.
That's your
And
team?
I think you could probably see it in the background somewhere. I got like a little
Uh,
blanket hanging
Oh
up.
yeah, I can see it.
Yeah, nah. I'm a football fan. I love basketball too. I'm a Toronto Raptors fan. I love them, even though we just traded one of our best players. But hey, you gotta do what you gotta do to become a better team.
Yeah, for sure. All right, so what would you say is your all-time favorite fast food restaurant?
Oh, dude. There's a place actually here. I really wouldn't call it fast food, but it's like kind of like a diner.
Hmm.
It's Shaler's, man. If you've never been to Rochester, I would always recommend anybody to go to a Shaler's, a Bill Gray's, or a Salvatore's. Those are all local places here, and get yourself a garbage plate. Get
Hmm.
yourself a garbage plate. And what that is, if nobody understands what a garbage plate is, if you're not from here, it's basically you can get two cheeseburgers, two hot dogs, or chicken fingers, and it comes with mac salad, home fries, and this little meat sauce they put on top of it with onions, ketchup, mustard. Dude, it's the best hangover food you'll ever have in your life. Best food ever, man. Like I'm telling you, like if you come out here anywhere through Rochester and you have to stop here for a little bit, get yourself a freaking garbage plate, man. They're amazing.
All right, for sure. So what would you say is your favorite clothing brand right now?
Nike, Nike or
Nike.
Adidas. I'm not, as you could tell, I'm not really the most flashiest guy right now. I'm wearing a SpongeBob hoodie, so I'm not really the biggest flashiest guy in the world. Like I'll wear sweatpants and slippers when I go out to the places. You know what I mean? But if I were to pick something to wear, like to go like out to dinner or something like that, or go out to like an event, it would be Nike or Adidas.
Yeah, for sure. So my next question I have for you is what are some of your dream cars that you want to buy after you get rich?
I was actually just talking about my mom. Right now, I don't drive right now. I'm actually working to get my license. But right now, a Honda Civic Coupe, love those. I want a 5.7 engine Chevy 95 and a R8 and an
Mhm.
M4.
All right, it's a solid list. So what would you say are some of the biggest things that motivate you?
My mom, really, honestly, the biggest motivation of my life is my mom, man. Like I'm not even trying to like sugarcoat nothing. Like how she motivates me so much. Seeing her, what she's done in her life, being a single mother, kind of like just motivated me so much in life to be her, but as a man, be like how
Mhm.
she was, be independent, don't have to worry about nothing, getting everything done that needs to be done. I mean, it just that's the biggest motivation of my life right now.
All right. So who would you say is the GOAT of rap in your opinion?
A lot of people are gonna be controversial on this, but Eminem,
Hmm.
100%. They're in this rap game right now. There is not a single person that could keep up with Eminem. Like
Hmm.
that man is like 50 something years old right now and still dropping bangers. I don't care what anybody says, man. It's Eminem, and if it's not Eminem, it's Lil Wayne.
Hmm. All right. So the last question I have for you is, well, what's some advice that you would give to other artists who are trying to get to your level?
Be yourself, man. Stop trying to be Cardi, man. Stop trying to be Ken Carson. Stop trying to be the next Destroy Lonely, the next Yeet, the next anything, bro. Just be the next you. Or be the current you, man. Just be you, man. Like I see all these young bucks, man, coming up in this rap game, trying to be Playboy Cardi or trying to be, like I said, Ken Carson or any of these other guys, man. Just be yourself, man. There's
Yeah,
too
for
many
sure.
people out there that sound so similar and so alike. And it's like that I won't discredit them. The genre is fire. Like I fucks with some of the music. Like, but just be yourself, man. Find your own genre. That's what I'm actually trying to do myself is make my own style of Flint and Detroit rap, but make it more New York sound. You know what I mean? So just be yourself, man, and have fun with it.
Yeah, for sure. All right, well, that's all we have for today. Shout out Kid Smokey. Make sure y'all go check out his music if you haven't already. And hit me up on Instagram if you want to be interviewed next. And thank you for watching.